Just to let everyone know that Kerrash Landing will be starting shortly in the Oak Room. Get your bottoms here if you would like to enjoy his particular brand of entertainment. That's Kerrash Landing will be starting shortly in the Oak Room. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, I can play the audio here if we really want to do the intro. Turn that slightly. All good? Good to go. Greetings, Commanders! Oh, it's wonderful to see you all here. Thank you for showing up. Now, as you can see from the screen, I've been a little bit crazy and I've cleared my save. No, I'm cheating. This is the second account, so. So, thank you for coming. This is the introduction into Elite Dangerous. So I think this is something we all probably... We're very familiar with the game, but it's easy to forget that it's hard to start with. You really, it really is a steep learning curve, more of a brick wall, I think. But we're all used to that. We've played the original games. We know how hard the original games are. So I wanted to step through the first couple of runs, the first trade runs, some combats and things like that, just to let people know how hard it is to start off again. Because I think that's an important thing, particularly when we look at the Xbox Live Xbox release and things like that. It's we've got all these new commanders coming in. I think one thing we all really need to be conscious of is there's people out there that might need help getting started, and it's something we can all do as a community to help people get started. So, and greetings to all you live. Hi out there in Twitch land. So obviously, the first and simplest things to do when you're starting off is going to be bulletin board missions, and these pay really, really well when you're just starting out in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and check this one out. Obviously, you can see from the information on there, I don't need very high reputation or anything. I can accept this mission. It's really simple. Just steal 1 ton of rebel transmissions. Should be very, very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that one. I need to get over to another system. The transaction is going to go ahead and go into the left-hand screen, which makes it easy to keep track of that when you go out. So I need to get to the Alrai sector, KHV B22. Catchy name. Let's go check it out. So it's not available on my my quick select on the navigation screen, so we have to go into the GAL map, which is my favorite thing. I love this. My favorite thing in the entire game. To demo this to people for the first time is just, I love that feeling when you see the look of awe on someone's face. It's like, holy, yes. It's fantastic. Really, really nice to see. So, the other handy thing which you can see on the markers, obviously, we have the mission markers. So this allows us to see where we need to go. So we go ahead and select the system. The orange marker gives me the location I need to get to for the mission, which is going to take 2 jumps. So by clicking the little nav marker thing, that's going to take me directly to the system, which is nice. So let's go ahead and launch. So one of the nice things that was added in later in the day, obviously, is the checklist. We've all seen this. It's one of those things, you do it once, you never want to do it again, but it's great that it's there for new starters. And this is one thing that I had to very quickly do this when we set up in LA for for the Xbox One because I didn't do it, and then we sat down for the first time to do the demo, and it all came up with that, and I had to do it in record time in about 30 seconds to get everything up and running on there. Landing gear, target, fire and focus. It's really handy for those people starting off. So as I said, we all know that we've all become familiar with these things in the game now, but for a lot of people starting off, it can be rather confusing. So we'll go through some bits and pieces. If we do have any questions, I'm happy for people to come up and ask me questions. If anyone says anything about Thargoids or planetary engines, I'm not saying a thing. So don't ask me. Don't go there. So, boost. I'm addicted to boost.
Cargo scoop retracted.
So, one of the things I think is fantastic about what the guys have managed to do with Elite Dangerous is there's so many levels of functionality to the game. I mean, I've just enabled the flight assist off. I love it. I love being able to spin around backwards and all that kind of stuff, do some really cool boost turns and things like that. But again, it's great that it can just be disabled at any point. I tend to have it on a slider. I tend to, 50-50 on it, depending on what I'm doing. But again, it's one of those things that you don't have to use it if you don't want to. And I think that's the great thing about Elite Dangerous is you've got to remember there is layers to it. There's so many things you can do. You can choose what you want. I know there's been a lot of people discussing, saying there's things which about the grind. I think what you have to remember with that, you are the one doing the grinding. You're making the choice. If you're doing something you don't enjoy and you find it grindy, there is so much more you can do. Try something else. I think that style of gameplay suits me very well. Definitely varying things, mixing it up. And that's probably why I love Elite so much. So one more jump to go hand in this mission. And you can see in the top right there, we've discovered a new object. It's one of my favourite parts of Elite Dangerous. That's probably my highest rank in my main save is exploration. I've been all the way to Sajay. I've very kindly been given the Sajay Visitor Badge. Badge of honor. But like I said, that is one of the things which you have to remember at the game. It is set your own goal, blaze your own trail. That's the important thing. We all have to remember that when we're playing the game. Jump drive charging.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Always throttle back. As soon as that counter appears, throttle back. Number of times I've hit a star. I think we can all say we've all done that, haven't we? Hands up if we've done that. How many times have we hit a star? Yeah, everyone. We've all done it. We've all done it. Exactly. You've got a faceplant at least once. Yeah, exactly. So obviously, as we saw earlier on, the mission is to find some stolen rebel transmissions. So the best way to do that, slow right down. Keep an eye on the navigation marker, and the unidentified signal sources will pop up. And obviously there's a lot more variation to the game now with the updates that have gone in, but obviously the unidentified signal sources were there from the start. We all know that. Let's see if we can find some. I do have a basic discovery scanner, which might help me. So if I set that to my secondary fire, see if we can find some planets. Now the signal sources tend to appear in locations. This is a pretty empty system. Let's go ahead and look at the map. Looks like it's a binary system with some asteroids maybe. Oh! It's got a few more. WP Kenny. I'm not even going to pronounce those. The power output. The parallax, yes. I could do that really quickly. Have we got orbit lines turned on? It's cheating. Yes, we've got it. So how to explain parallax simply. So if you're out exploring, you don't have the discovery scanner, it's hard to find the things out there because you won't be able to ping things without a long range. So one of the really cool things you can do is use the effect of parallax, is where something moves in front of you different speeds, like on a different plane. So you'll be able to see the background stars are not moving there. I can point at that star. That's many light years away. But these ones here, zooming past me, you can see much more clearly. So when you're out exploring, you don't have a discovery scanner to ping those things. You can use parallax to your advantage there to find out anything which is moving. The little dots that are moving could be something interesting. And speaking of something interesting, let's go and have a look at this weak signal source. So I only need 1 ton. Remember, that'll give me 20,000 credits, and I have to make it up, because if I don't get the credits back, my son's going to kill me. This is his account. Dad, where have my 60,000 credits gone? I'll drop you some palladium. Don't worry, fine. Just don't tell him, don't tell him. Oh, I'm live. So I think, like I said, it's important to remember that we've all learned this now. We've got over that learning curve. We know these things. A lot of these things are similar to what we've played in the older games as well. I mean, the interdictions very much remind me. I remember in Frontier Elite 2, you had the system map. You could see the little coloured dots coming towards you. You knew you were going to get pirated. That is what interdiction is today when you look at Elite Dangerous. So a lot of the same paradigms have come over. We all know this. We're familiar with this. But of course, there's a lot of new players coming into the game that just don't know what an interdiction is. Don't know what it means. Why am I getting attacked by someone? Oh, we have contacts. We have contacts. Yes! Rebel transmissions. Let's get in there. Yeah. Right. So now obviously we found the canisters. This doesn't look good. There's bits of broken ship everywhere. It wasn't me. Honest governor. Didn't do it. Let's go ahead and drop the cargo scoop. Now we all remember that early on, these things, you could only access the landing gear, the cargo scoop in the right hand side here. Now naturally we have the key bindings to do it. Makes a world of difference. There we go. So on the left hand side there we've got the little navigation marker. Lets me pick out the targets. There's another one there. I know I only need 1, but hey, you know, might as well take it all with me, haven't I? Hey, well, if there's a black market around, can't give up that chance. Oh yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of smoking. There we go, final one. Nom 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 nom. Sorted. So of course now the mission's been updated. We need to head back to the location we picked up the mission. Again, the orange marker is over here, so we can see the endpoints for all missions. Makes it nice and simple. It's great that all these things have been added in. Drive charging. And throttle back.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So we know the 3 key pillars of the game: the trading, exploration, and combat. Currently, I suppose this could be considered trading. It's technically smuggling, but it all counts towards it. So like I said earlier on, I think the important thing to do is set yourself a goal. Find something you enjoy doing and go for it. And then if that becomes stale, if you want to try something else, that is absolutely what the game allows you to do. That's the important thing to remember. Drive charging. Jump. Get to the chopper.
3, 2, 1, engage.
No octagons here. No one can see him. No, okay. Just checking. We need to head back to Tretherick Dock. Tretherick Dock. Yes, that one. Oh, 100,000 light seconds. I forgot that. Distances in space. Space is big. You know, you might think it's a long way to the shops, but, you know, it's just peanuts to space. We have another player. Commander Mo Angel. You're live. Of course, I do have weapons. We could get into some PvP, but in a Sidewinder, I don't fancy my chances. Need to upgrade it a little bit first. Get those credits in there. I can't be mean. It's just not in my nature. I just can't do it. I can't do it. A couple of people behind us. These Sidewinder. Another Sidewinder. No, I can't fight. That's just mean. I can't do that. Maybe if there's some NPCs. I know. But I'm harmless. I'm harmless. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Naughty boy. I know. Naughty. But yeah, this is the important thing to remember when you're doing any kind of trading. I must admit, I've traded a few illegal things in my Python. Somewhere about 21,000 tons. Don't tell him, Ed. Don't tell him. I blame you. It was entirely your fault. You set me on that corrupt path. You did, absolutely. When I saw the profit that you made, I was like, yeah, okay. This is where you want an interdiction. You want something to break. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. No, I can't stop. I can't stop. I know, yeah, there's like full cargo hold, there's no point me stopping. But it's just shiny. It might be something better than Rebel transmissions. That's the trouble. Ooh, shiny. I'm terrible. You can imagine my trip all the way to Sajay, it took ages. There's just so many things that, ooh, shiny. So I don't know, how many of you guys out here, how many have reached Sagittarius A at the center of the galaxy? Yes! Oh! Yeah. The trip there is fine. The way back, oh, excellent. So when you get halfway back, you hear the voices. It's like, just self-destruct. It's quicker. It's quicker. So one of the interesting things about the way that the interdictions work, actually, I don't think everyone really knows it, but it does scale it based on your current rank. Obviously, I've got no rank. I'm not worth anything. And there is a modifier based on your location, which is a really important thing to remember, because I think a lot of people think that it's just random. It isn't. It is... So hopefully we won't have any interruptions. Got a couple of Cobras. Don't fancy my chances against a Cobra. Ooh. Hopefully no one's stream sniping me. I did choose open play, didn't I? Four minutes arrival time. It's going down quickly. Did I mention space is big? Really big. Really big. At least we're not going to Hutton Orbital. We all not... No, not to go there. We're not to... So many... I love the fact that it's still in there, though. I think that's a fantastic in-joke that we can all share. You know, as soon as that new guy starts the game for the first time, it's like, why did it send me there? I mean, what the hell? It's like 40 minutes. What the... It's great, though. I love the fact that it's in there. Come on, haulers. Always checking the scanner. So when I go in, obviously, now we all know this. Silent running. Very important thing to remember when you're smuggling illegal cargo. I wouldn't recommend it in a bigger ship. Small ship like the Sidewinder, it's absolutely fine. You can sneak in really easy. Might not even need silent running. If I boost speed in there, speed dock, we might be able to do it. But I have been doing it in my Python just recently. So if you do see me flying around in the game with my Python, please don't scan me. About 292 tons of Imperial slaves. I do love the mission text behind here. It is important to read this because they do give you little hints of some important things that might happen to you. It is I think that's quite easily missed when you first start the game. It's easy to just skim over these things. You don't want to look at the details, but there is some important information in the mission text. Oh, we have a Diamondback. Who's that? It's an NPC, and he's heading in my direction. He's deadly. Yeah. Please don't turn around. He's not turning. That's okay. I know Sarah J. She's around here somewhere. I know she wanted to give her little minions more teeth, but hopefully there's not a clause in the code somewhere that says if Commander Kerrash, kill, kill, kill. One minute time. Love the background story. As soon as you get out in the open, I need to go exploring again. It's tempting me. Security forces. Now I haven't done anything particularly naughty yet, so I'm not going to get into trouble with any security forces. And I haven't backed aside either. I'm not back to power. Obviously that is, there's so much to go into. You can't do that until you're mostly harmless at least. Let's go back to the galaxy map, actually, give you a sense of scale. I won't go into that too much. For a beginner, it's a lot of information, but I think once you've done quite a bit in the game, Paraplay gives you something really interesting to keep you occupied. Ooh. I'm not going to mention who my side is. It's pretty obvious, though. I think that's the key thing to remember when you're looking at things like Paraplay is it's different people like different things, different kind of genres, and if you're definitely into that strategy side of thing, then you will love that kind of stuff. And you've got to think about what the guys are doing with the game to add new features to it. There's, you know, when something new comes in, some people will like it, and then other people say, why aren't there more of these things? You've got to kind of bring little pieces up at a time. So obviously we know CQC, the championship, is coming out next. That's going to really encourage the PvP players to get into the tournaments and that kind of thing. But then hopefully after that we can have something else and something else and different things. And the game's going to be slowly built up, brick at a time, to have more and more content in all the different regions of the game. It's such a vast, sweeping game, and I think we all have to remember that even though the thing that you really love about the game might not be catered to as much as you want right now, there's so much scope to add more content to the game. Quiet in the front. Federal agent. So I keep seeing these, and I know when I'm playing on my own save, I see these names, I get worried. But I've got nothing to worry about. I'm incognito today. "25 seconds. Now I'm going to try and avoid the loop of shame. We've all done it. we always do it. We always do it. I think the rule of thumb is you wait for that ETA indicator there to get to somewhere between 10 and 7 seconds. 7 is about the most you want to do. And then you're going to be in real trouble. As soon as you get to around there, drop it back into the blue zone on the velocity indicator there. And you should be good to go. It should be about the fastest you can approach anything. And it's gone to 6 seconds. So this is where I speed past and embarrass myself. There we go. One of those little rules of thumbs. And like I said, you know, it really is, it's hard to remember that as you learn these things, it's not obvious the first time round. So if there are new players starting, they need to learn all these things again, and we can be there to help them. I think that's the important thing from the community standpoint, is to help out new players. At one point, we were all new to this game. We were all new to the original game. We have all learned it over the course of time, and I think it's our duty as a community now to help new players get into the game. There are people out there that would love this game that may not have heard of it, and I think that's important to remember. Three megameters. We're course, we have to slow down. In the bottom left indicator, we've got the speed and the distance. We have to get them both down to less than 1 megameter. Megameter per second. There we go. Full power to engines. And it's just a little outpost, so there's probably not going to be any security around. I'm fine. I don't need to sneak in. Once we get within 7.5 kilometers, we can request docking.
Docking request granted.
And head on in there. Landing pad 2.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go.
Docking successful.
Smooth, like butter.
Engines disengaged.
See, as part of the demonstration, that was all part of the demonstration, really. Well, I think that just shows case in point. You can always cock things up. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and deliver the cargo. 20,000 credits. It's a great start. My son is not going to be too mad at me. But of course, there is no black market here, so I need to find somewhere to sell my goods. I didn't check that. But again, like I said, this is all stuff, this is all part of the learning curve. It's learning these things, remember these things. I know we've all got big notepads full of little scrolls, places to go, things to do. Just like the originals. That's the important thing to remember. It's all new to someone. Let's see if we can find some combat now. Anarchy. Any anarchy systems? A few jumps away? Yeah. Let's have some pew-pew. Oh, I recognize that sound. So we're handed in that mission. I've now jumped to mostly penniless. Excellent.
Landing gear retracted.
Like I said earlier on, your rankings kept on the side there. Progress bars make such a difference. I think we can all agree that the grind between dangerous and deadly just seems to take forever.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we shall end the introduction on a little bit of pew pew. Let's get over to an anarchy system, get into some combat. Everybody loves combat. Like a little bit of combat to break out. That's why I can't wait for the PvP stuff coming into CQC. That's going to be really, really good fun.
2, 1, engage.
And I did refuel, didn't I? Yes. Okay. Don't want to get stuck out nowhere without fuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I take it everyone here, they know of the fuel rats? Everyone here? Yeah? Awesome. I love the fact that people have just invented that emergent gameplay. I think that's a fantastic thing. That's what I love about the community. The creativity is fantastic.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I'm hoping I can get my honorary fuel rat badge. I did help someone the other day, which was amazing fun, actually. It was completely unexpected. I just got a quick call on the comms saying, help, I'm stuck. And I just flew out there, and with seconds to spare on the oxygen counter, managed to send the fuel drone over. It was amazing fun. It was just one of those things I wasn't expecting. Just really, really seat of the pants moment. My hand was shaking through all of it. It's like, am I going to get there in time? Am I going to get there? Really, really good fun, though.
Frameshift drive charging.
Drive charging. circle back.
2,
Always circle.
1, engage.
See, what I'm missing is my collection of post-it notes on the wall behind the webcam that people don't normally see, which is like, remember this, remember that, go here. Good trade run there. Excellent. Conflict zone. I'm not going to get very far with the Sidewinder, but hey. Also, I've just realized, with 3 tons of illegal cargo still in my hold, the Sidewinder is going to feel a little heavy. Didn't think of that. Again, all those things keep catching out. There's so many things in the game. There's so many layers to it. So many little pieces of the puzzle, which add to the depth. And I think that's the important thing. When everyone says about it, you know, what about this? What about that? There is so many little pieces of content in there which make it feel like a complete and believable experience. And I think that's the. It's easy to forget, but it's such a wonderful thing. It makes the game feel alive. The simple things all add up. So we have about 15 minutes of pew pew. And hopefully I won't get destroyed. Should we take a bet on how long I last in a basic sidey? Ah, interdiction. Ah, system defense force. I got it. Where you pour your Sidewinder to the side of the spaceport. What are my chances, do you reckon? No. I can take him. It's only a vulture. It's only a vulture. Run away! Run away! Run away!
Frameshift drive charging.
I didn't! You little liar. Your arm's off. Ah. Evasive maneuvers. And it's at this point I realise I've put my USB in a different port and boost doesn't work. I don't often swear. Run faster. Ah! He's getting the cannons out now. Ah, quick! Seconds. Hey!
3, 2, 1,
Full
engage.
power! And that is how not to do it. Exactly. We all learn by our mistakes. So case in point, now I can push all my power into the systems on the bottom right side of the screen there to get my shields back up rather quickly. That's one of the nice little things that's been added in one of the recent patches actually, is that we can do power management in Super Cruise, so thank you Frontier, thank you. The little things. I long for the day that yellow ring disappears. An anaconda? No. Don't want to see that. Of course, now I'm wanted in this system, thanks to the fantastic suggestion, you know. Shoot the police. Why not? Why not? This isn't Grand Theft Auto. Of course, now we're in a conflict zone. We need to choose a faction. Number 1 or number 2? Let's jump into battle. Who do I think I can take? An eagle, maybe? Probably no sidewinders around. We'll take an eagle. I will try anyway. And again, like I said, the layers of depth in the game. I've just targeted the power plant in the bottom left there. A favourite trick. Some more power into weapons in the bottom right there. Again, there's so many layers of depth to the game that we all take for granted now. We've all got used to these features and functions in the game. But for new players coming in, it is a little daunting. You want to avoid the ramming. Still trying to boost. Silly crash. Use the thrusters to help get the drop on the turn. I would normally do a boost turn there, but I couldn't, obviously. Now his friend spotted me. Let's get some shields. Shields are down.
Taking damage. Under attack.
Going down in a blaze of glory. I know at this point I should run away. I really should. But hey, we haven't got long. 45%. Thrusters malfunction. It's okay. It's just like flight assist off. That's fine. 13%.
Eject. Eject.
There we go. My son won't be too mad, don't worry. I think we'll wrap it up there. I mean, that shows in a very, very short space of time, we've gone over the 3 key pillars of the game. The exploration, the trading, the combat. Just scratching the surface. There is so much in the game. I think that's the important thing. So I hope that's, for anyone who's catching up on this on the live feed, that's kind of give you an introduction. But I think, like I said right at the start, it's important for all of us as a community to help welcome new players in, encourage people to try the game. Although that learning curve is very, very steep, it's worth the effort of doing it. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming by today. We'll see you all tomorrow. See you in the void, Commanders.
It could be like this.
Yeah, that's lunch. So thank you very much, guys. We'll see you at...